Alright, just testing this out. I'm gonna ink the Punisher, something I drew earlier. Take this book out of the way. Alright. Hope the camera angle looks okay. I'm trying to adjust this stuff. So I'm gonna start with my blacks here. I wasn't gonna do this digitally, but I want to go in with an old-fashioned brush. You guys hear me breathing? Don't be scared. Just do some wild brush marks here. He is the Punisher, and he wears nothing but black. Well, this is more the Jim Lee Punisher. Originally, when I drew this, I wasn't even going to draw the Punisher. I was going to draw Kraven, but I was like, I don't know. I figure I need a different pose than that. Like I said, it's just a test. See, I'm just testing out my systems here. I don't know if I want to ink this at an angle because right now I'm at a slant. But I do plan to go back in with my multi-liners and some other ink pen I got. I'm trying out, which I like and then I don't like. For some reason, the other tip of it doesn't even want to like work. So just laying down. Just another video, another art video. So I don't know if we're allowed to have any music on here. I think I have to look into that, but I know they're real stingy about copyright. Do a little live streaming, see how this goes. I don't know if I like the angle. But I don't like that overhead view. Flip the page around. Side's already inked. Always gonna move the page. I like to start with the bolds and darkness. Just get my shading correctly. I am no expert. I'm just one man drawing. So Usually I'm doing live streams on Twitch, but I might give YouTube a try, see how that goes. This is a short video. I keep looking back to see if I'm doing a decent job of this, but I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of hard to build a channel off art when everybody and their mama's doing an art thing, especially when you have more established artists doing this too. So it's kind of like it's already a cluttered thing here. I don't think I invited anybody, but I'm gonna test this out. A little fun, maybe probably drop this out and do the editing. Maybe someday I'll have 2 people watching. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, actually, this is going pretty fast. I think his leg's a little bit too big. Yeah, that's why I have white out. We're going to fix it later. Get the blacks. Maybe make some smoke. I don't know yet. Sometimes I just work digitally mostly sometimes, but can't beat the paper and pencil. If everything goes good, I'll be doing some Procreate streams. See how that goes. It's very quiet in the garage today because I am literally in the garage. I got booty from the house. Oh no, that lid looks weird the way I inked it. I think I'm gonna black it all out. Just go in there with some white ink. I don't know. Take a step back. Come back in here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back in with the white out. When in doubt, you black it out. Actually, that looks better because the shadowing. So the light's coming from above somewhere right here, the leg. You're not really gonna see it pop on the leg. Just on this big ass leg right here. Big ass monster leg. You bring this. I've taken a few inking classes. I don't know. I think you try to develop your own style, but the only thing I know about inking is that you always gotta keep the paper moving. Try. Bring this around again. I don't want to do his hair. I don't want to mess up his hair. Forget, whatever. Let's do this. don't know if I like Punisher when he has that slick back hair. I like the more the wild hair everywhere. The Punisher Max series. I liked it, but I didn't like it. I like the wavy hair Punisher. I guess it reminds me of the Spider-Man cartoon series. He has a bandana. I think I just recently picked one up the other day. I'm thinking if I have it on me, and I don't think I have it out. I don't know if anybody buys from Torpedo Comics. They have these auctions on Instagram. They're pretty cool. I think I may have bought a book or two from there. I remember where people like to go to a convention and dig through all the books for like 3 hours, looking at the same book over and over and over again, contemplating if I should buy this book for like $3. I'm like, oh, should I buy this book? I don't know. It's always that time you go to the convention, it's always, if I spend this money, I know I'm going to see something I want down the road. The only thing I don't like about conventions is the price gouging. I tend to buy my own books offline. Everything, if I see an artist or somebody's going to be there, if there's a book I want, I'll just go searching online, or I'll go to my local comic shop, see what they got for regular price. I think the last time, I believe it was, I can't remember what convention it was, but then they're having, they're reuniting the creators of Death of Superman, which I was currently reading not too long ago. I can see that. So, yeah, I was gonna buy the books. I was like, I'm gonna buy the books over there, and I'm like, nah, because they're gonna charge me because I have the original Doomsday where he died, but when he first appearance, but I was like, it was all tore up. It's old, it's one of those copies you bought when you were a kid. So I was like, I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna. So I looked online. It was kind of expensive, so I kind of did some searching. I was able to find the whole set at a decent price, and it was a decent condition. So I was able to get everybody who worked on there, the writer, the artist. What was his name? Dan. Okay, I won't butcher his name, so. And the other one was, damn you pieces. Dan Jurgens. He was cool. That was like one of the first series where I collected everything. Before then, it was kind of once in a while to the comic book shop. I wasn't there all the time. Back in days, I had 4 or 5 comic book shops everywhere. Now, lucky that I know where the 2 at around my area. Well, the other one just recently closed down. I was like, I mean, he has another shop, but I missed my rotation. I don't want to go in with blacks in the face, but I don't want to mess up his beautiful face. I don't know if I want to put black everywhere. I have to see. His leg dry. I don't want to butcher it, because this piece is going straight into the drawer. Normally, that's when I draw stuff like this, I always just practice to me. I haven't tried to, maybe a couple times try to sell my stuff, but unsuccessful. Hey man, drones trying to sell your artwork and doing all that stuff. Real crowded department. All right, I'm gonna switch over to Multi-liners, I'm gonna go with the 0.05. So if I mess up, well, it's a small price to pay. So, on the light, it's kind of like reflecting off his eyes. Let me see. There we go. And if everything's successful, I'm gonna load this onto my iPad and color it. Not bad. I know I should his eyeballs kind of off a little bit. So wing it. Get the cool speed lines. Concentrate. Oh, I'm trying to get him cross-eyed. He looks cross-eyed. Possibility. I'm gonna have to go in there and white it out. Well, I'll fix it later. There's lines. Imagine the lines going down. Let's give it a little bit of grayscale. When you do hatching, cross hatching, you just gotta make sure you're doing like a grayscale, not just cross hatching, just a cross hatch. See, some people just like cross hatch to cross hatch. There's different kinds of cross hatching. Oh, almost had a malfunction there. I don't like that catch. Instant replay right there. It's an instant replay catch. When I do my Punisher, I like try to make them look old. A little old as I can possibly can, but not like old man Logan, even though they don't make him look that old. I try my best to make them look withered, battle torn, battle ready. A little shadowing on the chin, ear right here. Like if anybody really cares how his ear looks, I think I ever heard anybody like, his ear's jacked up. I don't want to buy that piece. More cross hatching here, very lightly. A bit of dab. It's coming along pretty nicely. Trying to get a little bit. Trying to bring his shoulder out a little bit. I went to like 4 variations. I erased it. His head was kind of small. I erased it. Head was kind of, leg was kind of big. Kind of left the leg big just to give it a pop to it. It's like, I'm gonna leave it like that. Just because, thinking of comic books, to me, it's not always proportion. It's always the style, how they're doing it. Sometimes, stuff can look too perfect and you're kind of like, well, it doesn't have that feel to it, that extreme feel. So this really gets tricky around the muscle area. So I'm going to try to do with hatching to make it look round, Big and juicy. Throw some random lines, see where they're going. Just improvise. Problem is, I don't want to look too much like David Finch. See, a lot of people draw like David Finch nowadays. But she's an amazing artist. Take nothing away from it, but there are a lot of people out there who draw like David Finch, and it's kind of like to the T though, to like everything, to the just everything is like exactly like David Finch. I'm like, well, I can get a real David Finch drawing, or I can hire this guy who draws almost exactly like David Finch. I don't know. I don't really check my style. Like I try to like just draw, just to draw. I really don't sit there and like, oh, I'm trying to draw like. Of course, you always try to draw like your favorite artist. Like Jim Lee's probably my favorite artist. Jim Lee, of course, the '90s guys, Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, of course. Of course, all the guys everybody looks up to. Sometimes it's kind of one of those things where like, I don't like those guys just because everybody else likes them. But hell with that. Let's see. Then I gotta try to do this to this arm. Try to make it look round with these lines here. I don't want to erase the pencils. Come on, erase the pencils, and you can see all the flaws. Like I said, I'm just having fun with this piece. It's not really like taking it super serious about it. Like, oh, you know, sometimes you can be too serious about this stuff and not have fun. And then you can tell in the artwork, you know, you tell when like they're just trying to be too exact. Try to paint this in here. I don't know if I want to do the whole thing black. I think I'm just gonna do him, not literally the character. I'm just drawing the character. I'm gonna talk about that, but I'm gonna do some more lines here. I'll probably just take a picture of it, or well, I can't scan it. My scanner's a little occupied at the moment, so I may take a picture, put in Procreate, and come back with another stream, or I'm just gonna do a time lapse of me coloring this. All right, now's the tough part, the fingers, because I kind of just like, I think you're gonna see the pinky right there. I kind of did the kind of awkward angle. I think the hands are like the only thing I take like a lot of time on. I'm like, I gotta be exact on my hands. And what is cool now, there's apps out there you can like look at the hands, but I see nothing wrong with using like stuff like that, like hands but I think you have to know how to draw them. That's why I highly recommend this book. It's a real good book. So like the philosophy and stuff like that. So, but the thing is with books like that, you actually really have to use the techniques. Like maybe on another live stream, I'll use some of the techniques I learned from there. You know, anybody knows? Anybody's ever heard of college pro? No, pro. I'm blinking right now. I'm thinking right now. College Pro Boot Camp. There we go. It's like Ryan Benjamin, Will Sperstacio, Alex Sinclair. You know, they send their, you know, sometimes they have special guests. It's pretty cool. If you're into like drawing and stuff, you're trying to like practice. They have some online ones I took last month on drawing figures. Like basically everything starts with a block or, you know, circle and tubes, and you know, you draw out the whole body. You know, sometimes like this right here, like I could have not drawn this torso right here. I could have just drew this over here, but you have to draw everything through. Then you start from there. So my next class I'm taking from there is Alex Sinclair is doing a coloring class, which I desperately need. I've never been much for coloring, but kind of like you want to learn all aspects of everything, even though I'm not going to be like a professional colorist, but you know, I would like to just color my own stuff too. You know, I want to be like, oh, I got to rely on somebody, or I got to hire somebody just to color something of mine. You know, or like I'm doing promotional art for like my own self project, which I will be showing you guys some stuff on my iPad. So it's more. This is the logo of my comic book I'm coming out with called Soul Soldiers. I haven't have a release date yet. I'm working on the script. I'm working on character design. So this is like a little break from me doing that stuff, because that stuff's a grind, man. Trust me. I've never done character design before. You know, originally when I started, I just drew the characters on a piece of paper. I was like, okay, this is my team. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I was looking at some of my art books. And I was looking at John Boy Myers' art book, and he had a lot of like character designs. And I was kind of thinking to myself, okay, I gotta take a step back. I gotta do some legit character designs, not just draw a piece of paper and say, oh, those are my characters. Those are everything I wanted. So actually I had to go back and do some legit character designs. Do I have that book with me? No, I just put it in a box. And if I move right now, I'm gonna drop everything. So maybe on next stream I'll bust it out, give a little preview. But I believe you can still buy that book at John Boy Myers' website. Yeah, it's a real good art book to have. Any punches coming along. Yeah, writing a book is kind of tedious. I didn't really know where to get started or how to get started, because I've never been a person like, oh, I'm gonna write my own book or whatever. But it seems like everything that's where the industry's kind of headed. You know, like everybody, I had the dream of going mainstream, drawing Spider-Man, drawing Batman, of course, you know. But how they just it's not the same. It's not the same. Somebody said something, I can't remember who it was, but somebody said, you know, the characters nowadays are not the same characters we grew up with. You know, they're not the same Todd McFarlane, not the Rob Liefelds, you know, X-Men, you know, or New Mutants. You know, not the same Spider-Man. You know, like I thought about it too. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. You know, because I'm gonna get, you know, if you try to break into the industry, you got to expect that you're gonna have to listen to a writer, and he's gonna write the characters the way he wants them written, or whoever wants them written. You guys could just write it out. You just gotta draw whatever they tell you to draw. Which is cool, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I have Spider-Man jump out of this. No, that's not what I want. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like, no, that's not what the script calls for. Don't improvise. Or because when I was reading comic one, well, I still do, but when I was doing the comic book thing, it was more like everybody, the artist was the biggest thing. That was the thing, the artist. And that's how I grew up with the artist. The artist is always the biggest thing. And I still believe that. There's times where you can read a crappy story, but that thing has like some Jim Lee art, you're like, yeah. Like even buying variant covers, Sometimes you'll be like, I don't read that character. I don't even know who that character is, but they got a Tom McFarlane cover. What? I'm buying that book. Regardless. And you think it's sad that you won't even read that book, dude. You'll read it and you won't even read the book. You just bought it because, whose name's on it. I've done that plenty of times. Well, I mean, not 100% sure, not 100% because, Jim Lee had the Flash 250. I didn't buy it. I didn't know. I didn't get too many of the Jim Lee covers, but I did buy the Jim Lee Wonder Woman cover from Torpedo Comics, which I still haven't even opened the box. I just kind of like, I want to display them, but I don't know where to display them. That's why I decided to call my channel or rename it to Garage Artist, because I'm in a garage and there is no fancy place to put anything fancy in here. So if I could swivel the camera around here, you can just see them in the garage door behind me. So I don't know, checking my mic was on. Remember last time I had this thing I was doing, I didn't have a mic. I was like, oh, my mic's not on. Usually I use like headphones, but I'm like, sometimes I'm like drawing with headphones on. So I have this little mic on my shirt. See how that goes. Alright. Just keep it pushing, keep it pushing. Kind of want to do a black in the back, but it's gonna get messy. I mean, if this was a flat surface, which is not, I'm at an angle. If I did ink all this, it'd be like, I'll have to do it at a flat angle, which I have to do the other table, which is flat. Because when I put ink on it, it's going to go like this. And I'm just gonna, I don't want to use my ink pen because I'm gonna run out all my ink. Gotta have some Windsor Newton. I can't even pronounce it. Windsor Nuisance or something. Brushes. Excuse me for my literacy. But yeah, I have some of those brushes. Very expensive brushes also. Get some of this black on it. Oh, there's our binoculars. So let me get the bold parts here. The thing I like about working with a brush like this is just get like some crazy shapes. You could just be like, you know, crazy shapes. And you just keep going. I was like, what is that? That was the other part of the binoculars. I was like, what is that? Did I draw extra 6 fingers? Is that the new thing on the streets? Drawing characters with 6 fingers? Draw these little pipes over here. They're blowing smoke. We're almost done. I'm not gonna ink all this building stuff right here. I'm not gonna waste my ink. We'll see. And if I do this, if I color it, it's gonna be on my Instagram. Basically, links in my description. Well, actually, I don't even think I put it in the description. I don't think I put anything in the description. I think I just jumped on here without doing anything. So basically, the MTEL is at the bottom, the same thing as my Instagram. So yeah, I gotta find a way new place to display that. Did I get some black mark on here? Hope not. It's not too much I need to go in here. White pen. Maybe his face needs to get a little bit blacker. Just don't. Throw a little darkness under here because it's like it's too light. Not bad. I think it came out pretty decent so far. You guys can see that. I don't know if you've ever seen Art Adams, the way he does his smoke. Ugh. I thought about it because his like he does like cross hatching every single ball of smoke. I'm like, damn, that's a baller. On this one, I'm not gonna try that, but I think if I might try that at some point in time. Okay. I don't know why I made the smoke look like that. It looks creepy. A little bit of smoke coming off there just to break this up a little bit. Now it looks like he's on fire. Oh, that's what I don't want. Just trying to have a crazy effect to his building. Just a little more cross hatching here. This is a pen I was talking about earlier. Now let's try it out. It has like a weird tip on it. Like a flat tip or something on it. I like it. I don't love it. Okay, I'm gonna finish this right here. See, look at that. I try to go down. It doesn't want to work. See, it's not giving me consistent length I want. There you go. Let's come in with some crazy shapes. I'm just gonna stick out a little bit more here. If I can do that. Yeah. There's the crazy train. For some reason. No, I'm not a hobo. I don't live on the train track, so it's not a shed. It's a possibility. But who really knows when you're live streaming? Does this guy really live in a shed? Who knows? Gotta do the binoculars here. Give his little finger some detail. Just have some fun. Give some pieces a little bit of energy. You know. This wouldn't work this Kraven. I think if I would have just stuck with what I was trying to originally do, draw Kraven, this piece would not work, dude. It would just be like, it would look really, really weird. Okay, that fire looks weird. I'm gonna try to white it out, see if it does anything. I'm using the same white out everybody else using in the universe, I'm assuming. Let's see if I can white this out a little bit. It looks weird. Yeah, all the background noise. It's funny. Okay, I don't know if that does anything, but got a little white out here. I have a whiteout pen, which I probably should be using, but let's try this out. How am I supposed to? The muscles right there. I think this one there. Get a little bit of hatching, just give it some cool effects. Hatching right here. I don't know if I'm really feeling that hatching, that white out. I think I might black it out. Just looks too unnatural. Where's my blackout? Okay, I'm gonna wait for that to dry a little bit. I don't want to touch it. I'm going to do anything. I'll probably give it a little more boldness to this wraparound thing he has on his neck. Try to make it stand out a little bit. Let's try. Okay, let's go back in. No, let's go back in, just thin out some bit. I have not mastered the white out, so I'm gonna leave a little bit. So it's not so thick. I can live with that. I was gonna do some cross hatching on his chest, but I kinda don't want to take away from the skull. Cross hatch too much to the chest. I don't think there's too much I want to do to his piece. But I don't need a new nib. Run the nib so quick. Should I erase it? Should I erase this? See how it looks. I'm gonna erase it. He's missing an eyebrow. His eyebrow's gonna be really thin. Or his nose gonna look all weird. Thicker lip here. A little thick. Thicken his lips, so bold to push it out. Can't make his sideburn too big. Maybe a little more. Just get some lines. I'm still trying to put these lines in his eyes to give him like a old man effect, but it just doesn't work. It just looks weird sometimes. Okay. I'm about to wrap this up. I think this fun test, fun time is pretty, can get pretty good. Maybe next time I'll make some announcements. I think I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to do it right now because I may go start writing my book a little bit. But I may throw this on some Procreate, give some color. I don't know if I'll put a time lapse on here, but you know, if you want to see more of my work, the majority is on Instagram, where I do most of my hood hanging out. See, that's why I hate my boys just looking at something. I'm like, oh, maybe I can get a little bit darker here. You know, maybe push the darkness over here. Because right now it's kind of like, kind of random spots. But I kind of want to push it out this way. Make it a little more darker. Yeah, but I don't want to make the shadow too dark. I kind of want to lose that shoulder muscle. So, I think I might edit like this. I think I don't want to keep. Okay, I'm gonna keep butchering it. Hold on. I'm gonna butcher just a little bit more. See, this is where you do that. Do those little lines like this. Try to. Because what you do right here, you want to try to like round it and make it look like a. This is the center of the light, like the circle. Circle, and you have the light, and then you go from there. If it goes light, gray, dark, black. So why you always do darker right here? I just shoot the bottom part. I have my eraser with me. Nope, I'm gonna use this thing. Whatever I made the. Okay, I messed up. I'll try to. What is this? This is the Blackwing. Somebody recommended these to me, which are pretty good. They're kind of expensive though, but they're good pencils. If you're doing like a layout or something, use like a real fine, like a real fine like shading and stuff. See, I'm never gonna stop shading this. Alright. I think I want to leave it off of here. But let me show you the logo for my comic book, Soul Soldiers. I want to show some concept art, but I don't want to. I don't know. What do you think about the concept art? Because I'm still working on it right now. Do I have the logo here? Yeah. There's the logo for my Soul Soldiers, which I'm working on. Do I have any art? I don't have any art with this show. Well, I have this. This is kind of like a. This is it's not really in the light. It's kind of like a rendering what I want them to look like, but I don't know if 100% I'm gonna go with that. Oh, there's a Snake Eyes there. Procreate. Damn you lights. There you go. Well, if you can see that, you can see it, but it's on my Instagram, so anybody interested to go see that stuff, highly appreciate it. And be happy if you give this video a like and a comment. I appreciate it. And I am out of here, my friends. To otro dia, to another day. Goodbye. Have a good night, everybody.